Peace, everybody. This is Queen Ifama. I am the Truth Terrorist, and I'm doing this video as my official BAIO video because I said I was going to do an official video on the BAIO collaboration that, we talk together on Facebook, and they do a lot of videos on YouTube. And since I'm a part of that, which means that I bear the emblem, I align with the identity of an African born in America, and I align myself with the idea of a African diasporic state on the continent of Africa. Now, initially, I was opposed to the term an African American state, because that didn't make any damn sense to me to go someplace calling it an African American state. You might as well stay your ass here in America. The America is what got me, okay? So I would consider an African diasporic state in Africa because it is land that gives, a group of people power. And in America, whether we want to accept the idea of it or not, and it was established long ago and signed off by many of our scholars that we are a nation within a nation. We're just undeclarated as a nation. And that's because we have no land base in Africa. And we have no power at the UN as a separate nation. We come as African Americans to the UN when we already have Americans on the UN board or council or whatever it's called, right? So in order to have power and you consider yourself a nation, you have to have land, a land base for that. So that's why I think this idea is not only practical, it makes sense. And I use the example. And when people say, oh, no, we can't do that. That don't make no sense. You just look at the Israeli nation. And I got mad respect for Israel because of how they acquired their land for their nation. But they had to have the idea first. Now, if you know any of the history of the Jews, and I'm just going to give you a little bit, okay? But their spiritual father, they call him, his name is Theodore Herzl. And they convened the first Zionist Congress in 1897. And it was at that Congress that they proclaimed the right of the Jewish people to national rebirth in its own country. Now, I don't know why it don't make sense to y'all that we can't have a national rebirth in our own country on the land that we come from, our ancestors come from. I mean, that only makes sense to me.